And it's got a little piece of rock and roll history attached to this story, and Jimmie Dale's going to tell you all about it.
You forgot to tell part of it, the part you know best about.
Oh, well, his beautiful wife Janet found this song on an old cassette or a reel-to-reel tape inside of a box, inside of a bigger box, inside of a trunk, underneath a rock, in a shed on their ranch up there in the hill country. And what else am I leaving out? Then Janet played it for Jimmie. He kind of remembered it. And then they played it for me, and I was like, that's a great song. And because he'd written in the 1960s, I knew that the Guilty Ones and me could come up with some nice 1960s pop rock sonic architecture to wrap around this little jam. And then Jimmie's got, and here comes the rock and roll history part. Jimmie's going to tell you all about that.
Well, also, I have to mention, as he said, it's from the 60s, and so these guys fixed it up to sound like it's from the 60s. And because a lot of you will be familiar with music from the 60s, because nowadays, in all my gigs, there's a lot of old people who are younger than me. Some of you won't be familiar with this stuff, but there's little musical tidbits in this all the way through. This song was, I was a folk singer in Lubbock in the mid '60s, and I was, and there was not very much market for folk singers in Lubbock. But luckily, so I played in little pizza joints, and especially in these bootleg joints. Lubbock was a dry town, and so we, and even it's where I met Joe Ely. We played, but Joe played in bands and stuff around town, but I didn't do that until later on. But Joe also did these solo gigs, and he and I started doing some duet things. But I met Mr. Holly, Buddy Holly's father, and he put up some money for me to make a record. And, I forgot to say that in those bootleg joints we were in, we were underage, but it didn't matter because the entire place was illegal. So there was actually no age about it. And, but Mr. Holly liked my music a lot, and this is a while. We were younger than Buddy. We didn't really know him. We were fans, but we didn't know him. And
wait a second.
Let's hold your horses. It might just be me, but if Buddy Holly's parents had given me money to record a song, I'd remember the song.
And now that he pointed that out, it brings up the subject that I don't know what else I'm forgetting. And nobody does, but we all have to live with that. You have no idea what you're totally forgetting right now. It might be important. It might be a song like this. Anyway, this song is called Trying to Be Free.
Free.
After trying to be free,